Hey guys, today's quick review is about another knife from Sanrenmu, and this one is the 9046. I got this knife from Gearbest, and basically the story behind it is I've been wanting a Sanrenmu 9047 for the longest time, for at least like 6 months to a year. The reason is because it's a multi-tool that is basically the same thing as the Real Steel T3000, only a couple of minor differences. And that's because Sanrenmu and Real Steel are the same company. The Real Steel T3000 is quite expensive, so I wanted the Sanrenmu variation of it, but so far the only place I've been able to find it is eBay, DHgate and AliExpress, and those range at about $40, which is still too much for what I'm willing to pay. I did contact Gearbest and Fastech to see if they would, they would be able to get them, but that was 6 months ago. I didn't get them, so I don't have much hope for that. So in the meantime I decided to get the little brother, which is this one, the 9046, and it looks pretty much similar, it's just much less amount of tools. So what we have here is an 8cm blade, very interesting blade and very utilitarian. I use actually this knife at work to open packages, cut boxes and tie wraps and things like that, and it works very well at that. We have a chisel grind, so a grind just on one side. This side is not ground, and there's basically 3 edges, one here, the second one, and the third one. I personally like to cut the tape of the box with this tip. It works very well, but any one of them would work. You have like some kind of like thumb, not really a disc, but forgot the name, but basically like not a regular thumb stud, which works okay. This is not really a knife that is meant to be flaked, it's just meant to be opened, and opening like this the knife is very smooth. So I really like the blade, especially for an utilitarian blade. It works very well at this type of tasks. Other features is we have X wrenches here. If I remember correctly, I think it's 4, 6, 8 and 10 millimeters. I haven't tried that, but I have no reason to suspect why it wouldn't work. There's a glass breaker on this side. The typical Sanrenmu clip, and I like those clips. They're pretty much they're quite a bit deep carry and they work very well. And here we have another feature, is a secondary lock, so you can see here. So if you engage this lock here, you cannot disengage the liner lock of the blade, it just doesn't close. I don't really use that, but it's there for people that need it, which is quite neat. And finally, the unique feature of this knife is this tool here, which is a rope seat belt cutter. And the reason why it's unique is the only knife I've seen that is it's a locking blade, so it's locked and there's a liner lock basically here. So that's quite unique and quite interesting and useful, I guess. So what's my impression of the knife? The knife is very well built, typical from Sanrenmu, and you can see this is from their Land division. I really like it as a working blade, an office blade, to open boxes and whatnot. The only cons that I have to this knife is like it's quite heavy. You can see, right? Look at the size of the liners here. They're quite thick. The G10 is thick. Everything is thick. So that makes for a very well built knife, an overbuilt knife, but at the same time a heavy knife. Which, for the type of task that I use it for at work, it's fine. But some people might not like that. So that's it. The price on those is very good. The typical price I think is around $16. I got mine on a flash sale for about $13, I believe, and right now at the time of this video I just checked the Gearbest website and they have a flash sale for like $9.99, which for this knife is an unbelievable deal. If you like this type of knife and you find it useful, I would strongly suggest you guys checking out Gearbest within the next day or so and catch it at this price, because it's totally worth the price. Oh, and one more tool that I forgot to mention that is found in quite a bit of Sanrenmu is this groove here acts as a bottle opener. So that's a nice touch as well. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed the review. Bye.